A man needs a woman like a fish needs a bicycle. Guys, this is no joke. Valuable women are so scarce that more and more men are giving up dating, going their own way, or in some cases going abroad to find the right partner. Yes, you heard it directly, in several Western countries, so I know what I'm talking about. I think you have witnessed this. Let me give you an example. In Spain, I see a lot of Hispanic men dating Navy Latinos, which doesn't surprise me considering the general quality of Hispanic women. Yes, feminism is widely embraced there, but Latinos come from poorer countries where feminism doesn't matter and where people have large families. It is not uncommon for Western men to date girls from Muslim countries, Latin America, Asia, or Eastern Europe. Today, you'll find out why this is happening and why finding a partner abroad is an option that several Western men have already considered. But before we dive in, let me share the scam of the day. Call Ford and Greg. Unfortunately, too many people are listening to and believing the liberal nonsense of today's society, he said. You are not male enough. They have no life, no hobbies. You claim to be lonely. Put on your big boy pants and grow up. No one should lock you up. As good as possible. Focus on yourself. No one else will make you whole. This idea is the ideal of a free society for women. You are the only one who can complete yourself as you see in the mirror. Financially stable, smart, and thinking logically. Then look for the same among partners. This brings the same thing. Greg, I have to agree. But unfortunately, the world is full of these beta symptoms. You really let us down. Let's face it, the justice system is becoming increasingly hostile to men. You most likely know a man who has gone through a divorce or been falsely accused. You might be that person. If you don't play your cards right when you're intimate with a woman, chances are she'll stab you in the back by cheating on you or just going to the police station. Let me tell you a little anecdote to illustrate my point. A friend of mine is in college and has several girlfriends, including a white lesbian girl from another city in the country. One day, it was already midnight because the train didn't leave at that time. He lived at her house and had to sleep in her bed. She lives with 2 other girls, so there are no vacancies available. My friend had a little foreplay with this girl, so to speak. I mean hugs, mostly because it's cold, but they're not intimate. The next day, they discussed a few things to clarify what they were doing and agreed to set clear boundaries. However, a few months later, she told everyone that he had tried to get close to her. Many of his friends started rejecting my friend and making assumptions without knowing his situation. Fortunately, he was friends with 2 loyal people on the team who listened and understood him. He was lucky enough to find 2 unplugged people. No wonder I always say it's important to take care of your eyebrows before playing with unstable chicks. The movement's #MeToo has made society so vulnerable and disadvantaged men. Although you can prove your innocence, society will always make assumptions about you. So restoring your reputation can be difficult, if not impossible. It's so common in the West that men don't want to put up with it anymore, so they end up going to women who don't have this problem. In addition, I will briefly explain other reasons why almost all Western women are no longer suitable for marriage. Polygamy is real, so women are only prepared to seek out men of higher socioeconomic status. Americans are in the top 1% globally in terms of wealth and status. That doesn't leave many opportunities for Americans outside our country. I recently read an article about American women complaining about a shortage of marriageable men. The article found that women were more likely to graduate from college with higher socioeconomic status. As a result, they found that their financially desirable group of men was increasingly limited. If she doesn't think the average American with an average income is a viable option, there's no chance for this poor fellow from a developing country to go to hell. Of course, men have different criteria for what we usually look for in terms of socioeconomic status. Men worry less about this when choosing a partner. Of course it works, because when one party forces itself to insist on only going up, the other party has to go down willingly. Otherwise, no one will date anyone and humanity will go extinct. So while foreigners of lower socioeconomic status won't even be seen as women, men will perceive such women as possessing the qualities that men seek in a romantic partner. Let me give you an example. Wealthy and influential partners of a prominent law firm meet at a grocery store checkout, a man and a woman. Guys might see this cashier and think, hey, she has a pretty face, a friendly personality, and she looks funny. I might want to go out with her, while the woman sees the girl packing groceries under her. For this reason, the median annual income of wives in the top 10% of earners is $40,000, while the majority of women in the top 10% are still single. She will not agree. She will not go out. Meanwhile, he can date younger women, so he gets a young goody wife who stays single. Now the same thing is happening globally. Men who may not be at the top, but make enough travel money are considering their dating options. For many of these men, the choice is either an overweight, aggressive woman with baby daddy drama and other baggage from previous relationships, or an attractive young woman with an affable personality. From abroad, the choice becomes clear. I know these facts are true, not only because I have made detailed observations, but also because I have a friend who has lived abroad for many years, and now that he is back, he sees the big picture. He said American men are fed up with American women and prefer foreign women. People are increasingly unhappy with the dating scene in America, so some men think the grass might be greener on the other side. This sentiment is completely justified. It's a factual quote that says most men live peaceful lives of despair and the song is still in their graves. It's sad but true. Many of us wonder if there's something better out there, because it seems like you have to have everything to attract women. Six-pack, six-figure work, 6-foot height, impeccable taste, the list goes on. Unless you're a celebrity or a millionaire, it's hard to find high-quality, attractive women. Also, many of the women that men can get are qualified, unbearable, have father problems, high weight, bad behavior, and many other bad traits. As a result, most men feel a lack of self-esteem and tend to choose other women. It's crazy that foreign women treat you better after going abroad. Many men recognize this and are therefore not motivated to go back to the Western dating market. Not surprisingly, many men travel to countries such as the Philippines, China, Russia, Thailand, Colombia, and Brazil in search of greener pastures. Yes, they are more environmentally friendly. The supply of attractive women is very high in these foreign countries and many others that I haven't mentioned. There is also a high demand for intelligent, robust, and confident foreign men. In the US and other Western countries, women's dating standards are ridiculous. Men are seen as ATMs and general seed suppliers, if you know what I mean. Most women are superficial and brainwashed. They have father issues and grew up believing that all they needed to bring was their beauty. They want more rights, but no obligations. They are very proud and humility is not part of their vocabulary. In closing this video, I want to remind you that if you can't go abroad, being single is a great option. If you end up meeting a non-brainwashed foreign woman who likes you, you can build a relationship with her and even make your own choices. If you decide to go your own way, that's fine too. Anyway, I bet you now see why the grass might be greener on the other side and why men stop thinking about dating in the West. On the other hand, I also mean single. Whatever you choose, I wish you success, happiness, and freedom. That's it for today's video. However, I want to remind you that women must not be the center of your life. So keep going and success will come as promised. Enter monk mode. Because this is true freedom, I encourage you to watch my video on the subject. Now it is your turn. What do you think? Have you ever met a foreign woman more popular than an alleged Western chick? Will you date her or still want to go your own way? Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you see values in our videos, you can donate us via PayPal. Link is in the description, or you also can subscribe to our channel for only $1. Thank you really much.